A lot of visionaries, they want to transform themselves, they want to transform their groups, they want to transform the world, but they don't align themselves with spirit. They don't make spirit part of their plan. Or they talk about spirit, but they don't really know what spirit is or how spirit works. This approach is wrong and it's outdated. Because it's easy to see why people think like that. Modern society is material society. Where's the spiritual direction in material society? Where's the spiritual direction in our education, in our politics, in our media? It's not there, is it? Material scientists even tell us that spirit doesn't exist. It's just physical matter, physical laws. This approach is harmful. It's destroying the spirit of humanity. It's even destroying the values that make us human beings rather than animals. I mean, how can we take this material idea seriously? It destroys the intelligence. It ignores the most obvious fact. I mean, let me ask you a simple question, serious question. Do you seriously think that you're just a material, physical being? Do you notice that you do things, constantly do things that matter can't do? Like you stand, you run, you climb stairs, maybe you climb mountains? You express yourself in words, right? Do you fall in love sometimes with beautiful flowers, beautiful scenery, beautiful music, beautiful people? Do you write poetry sometimes? Maybe for somebody special? Can inert matter do these things? Can inert matter be passionate about things? Of course not. You don't only do what matter can't do, you make what matter can't make. For example, you make information, right? You draw, you write, you make information on your smartphone, on your computer, right? Can inert matter make information? Of course not. Matter can only destroy information. You look in any old graveyard or you drop your smartphone in the toilet. You'll see what I mean. You don't just create information. I mean, can inert matter make beautiful paintings, sculptures, architecture, computers, radio telescopes, space shuttles? Of course not. We are non-physical beings, creative non-physical beings. You are a creative non-physical being and you can change your world for better or for worse. You know what? This material viewpoint is not even scientific. Nobel quantum physicists like Erwin Schrödinger, Max Planck, they proved 100 years ago that consciousness is real and it's non-physical. And then, for example, Nobel brain surgeon Sir John Eccles, he showed years ago, many other brain surgeons as well, that the conscious self is not actually in the brain. The conscious self works the body through the brain. So you're not your brain, you're not your body. So what's all that got to do with spirit, right? Okay, so here's another question about you. I don't know if you're aware about this. You remember when you were 5, 7 maybe, 10 years old, 15 years old? Remember when you were 20? So where is that 10-year-old body now? Is it in a cupboard at home somewhere? It doesn't exist, right? It's changed. It means your body has changed, your mind has changed, but you're still the same conscious individual that was 5 years old, 7 years old, 10 years, 15, 20 years old, right? So your conscious individual being doesn't change with time. So if something doesn't change with time, it's eternal. And eternal is the quality of what? It's the quality of spirit, right? So you are a creative, non-physical, spiritual being. Our consciousness is actually covered spirit, but we forget that a lot of the time, don't we? We're under the spell of matter. So that brings us back to transformation. As long as we're under the spell of matter, if we try to transform the world, it's not real transformation, it's just change. We're changing from one state of matter to another state of matter. Material knowledge doesn't show us how to really transform the world. For that, we have to turn to conscious spiritual wisdom. So, we've got a choice. We can stick with our material knowledge, our material ability, and keep on shifting matter from one state of matter to another state of matter. Or we can turn to conscious spiritual wisdom. We can align with spirit, we can make spirit part of our plan, part of our way of acting, and we can really begin to transform ourselves, transform our groups, transform our whole world. I'd love to share with you about this conscious spiritual wisdom. Click the link, you get a great PDF, gives a lot of details. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm really happy to share with you. Be safe and well and happy.